Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverage is a very nice mint and chocolate protein drink shake type thing with almond milk. Either way, oat milk. Welcome back to the game. In the previous episode, we were planning and indeed fired off the expansion on the left-hand side. This is all about getting more prisoners in as fast as possible to make sure that we don't go bankrupt. We have sold some of our shares, which is fine. We can always buy them back later on. We are still in a positive credit rating, but we can't get more than our current amount, so I'm hoping that that'll be, well, staying in the improved state, shall we say. We are working on some grants, the prisoner reoffending rate getting reduced under 30%. We're currently on 37%, so we're trending in the right direction. It's been quite high previously. We need to have 10 prisoners pass the foundation education course. That's currently on 60%, so 4 more, and then the general education qualification. So basically, we're still working, in the right area, and I'm hopeful. I am hopeful. Either way, in this episode, more expansion. Specifically, we want to get all of this done. I want all of this done for the end of this episode. Whether that happens or not, we shall see. Obviously, as you build the facilities, you get to this point where you move from just the building side to the management side. But even though we do have majoritively criminally insane prisoners, actually, it is the majority, even though we have that, we're not really in a bind, or there's nothing like really major that we're worried about because everything's managed. We've got our patrols in place, we've got orderlies, we've got obviously loads of our bureaucracy unlocked, lots of security. And just generally, I hope, have planned it out correctly so it just works and there's not any big problem. There is a king there, and they've got a cart. Right, that's a thing. Anyway, let's go for max speed and. Oh! Kennedy Porter, prisoner number 7511028. Unconscious. Let's see. No. Recent misconduct has attacked staff. That's why all of this stopped. All the buildings stopped. And that's because there was fighting around there. Anyway, door control system. Put that in. I haven't got the other one in, but we'll sort it out. Apparently there's a tunnel there. That's a false thing. False flag, I think. And there's even more fighting. That's Porter again. Oh no, it's Camilla Porter. Agitated. Potentially chasing after Stacy. Samantha Stacy. Who is currently relaxing, but also is agitated as well. I mean, guard response wouldn't help me at this point. I don't know where they're going, but there's the orderlies coming. Oh, there you go. So there's the orderlies coming, who are chasing them, and sedating Porter as they go along. And there's the end of that. Hey, they did their job though, right? They did their job very well. Okay, so while we're waiting on for the finish or the final building of this, we're going to put our patrols in, and it's going to be a similar thing as previously. I've got 2 orderlies in here. I don't know if I need 2. It feels overkill. I mean, I'm still doing it, but we might have to pare that down a little bit. Once this is in, and I've set up pretty much everything, we'll be in a very decent state for money. He says, hopefully. Door servo is in. So there's all the door servos connected. This middle one's going to be a bit different. There you go, that's now completed. So just utilities then. And it's only because they missed out one bit of water pipe. So not a problem. Okay, let's go for rooms, padded. All of those padded. Cells, standard. All of those as standard. intake, and fill capacity. Ho-ho-ho! 64 grand. Well then, that's going to be an interesting thing. So I need to build in here. Let's go for what we go for. White wall, wasn't it? Wall white. No, it wasn't wall white. It was white wall. Big difference. That's going to go in there, followed by the doors, which is a jail door white, there, and there. Now, we can't build it yet because of money. How are we doing for grants? Yeah, we can get a grant if we need to. That's pretty good. The 64 grand that we're going to get shortly, that money will be used in its entirety to pay off the loan. That's what we'll be doing. Just completely paying off that loan. As for this, it's basically going to be a copy of this one, but with the cells slightly bigger. They're going to be graded. We're currently not running graded cells, as far as I can recall. No. Use cell quality ratings is not activated. Let me just go ahead. Change all those. There we go. Yeah, it's not activated, but it can be. Hang on. Oh yeah, fine. I was going to say, did I leave the cinema as staff only? Yeah, we can activate it if need be. And here's going to be probably one of the biggest intakes we've had in a long time in Prison Architect in these series. And oh yeah. Oh, now what? And a water pipe has burst. Right, that could not have come at a worse time. Luckily, it's a water pipe and not... Oh, look, the kitchen's on fire. Again. Well, there's the intake. It's a lot. And there might even be more to come. There is. There is. But while we're at it, we're decreasing our bank loan. And there we go. So what about traits? Ah. So we've got addicts. We got volatile, criminally insane, extremely volatile, depressed. That one, where is that one? It was outbreaks. Prisoners prone to violent outbreaks. I thought it would be outbursts. Damage the environment around them when feeling suppressed. While feeling suppressed and untreated. Okay. Fair enough. So anyway, we've got that as a priority. Daily cash flow is now positive. Let's... What do we need to do? What is needed? Well, we need to get people back in here. You can see there's all the intake. I mean, that is a lot to intake. And there's the inevitable. Ex-law enforcement times 2. I think it's Kirk and Minders. Alright. So, we don't have, and have never planned on having, a protective custody. Why are you sitting in there? Why are you sitting there? Right, let's change this. Let's go for medium sec. Like that. And... well, it's that as well. I don't want them sitting in here. So I'll have to reschedule programs. There we go. I want them to, if they're going to congregate, come back here. Or here, wherever. And, oh, is that person agitated? Haley Batty. I'm sure they were kicking off at some point. Who knows? Whoa, they can go really quick. Extremely volatile, strong and fearless. But they've just basically... Yeah, they take off their clothes and run really quick. Like, I don't think I've seen a prisoner run that quick. How curious. Well, there's the intake. It's, well, it's a lot, innit? There's a lot going on there. A lot to clean up. Let's, once again, pay back. And there is our loan paid off. Loan is now paid off. Right, let's go ahead and basically going to copy this. In hindsight... Oh, hang on. What? Shelley, are you smashing up... Why are you... Guard response. She's smashing up all of the drains. Not the shower heads, just the drains. Does she, for some reason, have a thing about drains? Guard response, maybe? There we go. And where's our orderlies? Oh, I know where the orderlies will be. They're bringing in the copious amounts of people. I'm going to hire some more staff. Which is going to really eat into my dirty cash flow, but needs must. I will, however, get rid of the workforce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. That's massively helped out, I believe. So that's fine. Let's go to planning here. And I was going to say in hindsight, maybe it would be best to flip these around, but it actually doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. So from here, it is a distance of 6, but it's going to be 7 this time, isn't it? Oh no, actually it's not. It's just in the middle. It's. Oh yeah. Now that I think of it, it's not going to be different. No, it's going to be the exact same size, isn't it? It's just the difference is the middle's going to be slightly larger. That's the only difference. Okay. Yeah, it's just going to be slightly bigger in the middle. Okay. But it's still going to be that. Yes, indeed. So the internals will be pretty much the same, apart from the common room is going to be slightly bigger. I could not do that and do that instead. And that would make them larger. And we'd still have 1, 2, 3. So there'd only be 2 in the middle this time. So it would be different. But here's the thing. If we were to do that, it means that things like the bookcases, maybe even the chairs, they could go in here. It is possible. We're still going to have the showers external, though. Another room. Yeah, we'll do that. Right, let's crack on. There's no reason not to build this. So we're going to build, obviously, all of the walls first. I'm tempted... what is the best course of action? Actually, there's someone kicking off. Let me just pause it for a moment. Oh, look. Camilla Porter. Right. This is going to be criminally insane only. Right. We want to go back to walls and doors. White walls. White wall, not wall in brackets white. And we're going to lose the majority of the lights in this place, which is a bit of a pain, but there you go. That's now in. Okay, I'll let the workers crack on. Just going to double check our deployment. That seems to be fine. We could have this entire left section probably doored off and then change it over to a insane sec only. But with these 3, with criminally insane sec and then this is staff only, there is 0 reason for anyone to come over here unless they're travelling to the cells. So probably not going to bother. What I am going to bother with is wiring, and I'm going to put in door servos like that, and I'm going to run in the electrical. And how we're doing for electrical. We're actually doing okay. There we are. Right. So we have 1 medium security arriving and 1 criminally insane arriving. Our... Oh, right, fair enough. Our average reoffending rate has jumped from 37% to 56%. That's because it's just a straight up new set of prisoners in here. Alright. I have a feeling that maybe more cookers are needed. Let's actually build up the kitchen. Yep, we're out of funds. Okay, that's a thing. I can get a grant. I will pick up a grant. Yeah, a grant of pretty much nothing. Well, sorry, that's not the case. It's six grand. That is, I think, by anyone's estimation, a lot of money. Maybe not if you're on Amazon or something, but still, it's a lot of money. Not when you're building a prison. And indeed, we're just doing the kitchen, and we spent about 4 grand on that. Oh well. I plumbed in the utilities, and they're saying there's a tunnel there. It's just the one. Tunnel search, insane sec only. I don't think I'm going to find anything. But due diligence and all of that. Because it could be there. Highly unlikely, because, well, let's be honest, it hasn't been built long enough for there to be a tunnel made. Yeah, and on the return pass, I've not found anything. I thought it was just going to be a fake one, but, you know, we've double-checked it for peace of mind. So there's more food getting cooked. I don't think we need any more cooks, although we definitely need more. There's loads of food waste on the floor. We need more bins. Right. Recycling bin. Like that. And a normal wheelie bin. And it's also kicking off over here, is it again? I think it was orderlies. Oh no! This is interesting. Extremely volatile. So, Shiro, prisoner number 7672084. Extremely volatile. Destruction attack staff. That's all it really is, yeah. Fair enough. Double check our... Let's speed up to max speed while people crack on with things. Going to go to programs, specifically. There's parole hearing. 58% passed. Whoa! Hang on a minute. It's heating up a bit. Strong criminally insane outbreaks. Addict. Ah, yes. Right. And then they're fighting Kirk, which has ex-law enforcement. Right. Okay. I mean, it's stopped now. But for a moment there, it was a bit dicey. What's my deployment in there? Well, I definitely have deployment. I don't have orderlies in there. So we'll get them. And we don't... There's not actually guards there. Are we just... Am I understaffed with guards? Well, I'm going to hire a couple more guards anyway. I think it's just because we've got intake as well. We're still going through the intake from the other day. Alright. And there's a returning prisoner, sadly. Card, Sadik, prisoner number 7816224. Reoffended and returned to the prison. But we've got early prisoner because of the grants as well. Speaking of grants, from the parole, and speaking of grants, I've handed that back in. So that's fine. So it looks like Alexandra Harvey is having a bit of a fight there with air. We've still got a couple of family cells unoccupied. Actually, there's only 2, I believe. I believe it's only the 2. So, yeah. Curious. Looks like the laundry's working well. Apparently, it's Elena Hornibrook who's doing the majority of the work here, who is ironing for their life. Oh no, it looks like there's a competition with Leela Cowell. I mean, it's like a typical It's like a typical sort of work establishment type of affair here. Oh, like a building site. One person on the tools, 6 people watching with clipboards. That's definitely what's going on here. Don't burn yourself. Oh, that's hot, that. Oh, watch out for that cable. Don't trip over it. How are we doing for over here? Building's not really taking place. Just discovered that one of the teachers we bring in for the inmates class have been smuggling in huge amounts of contraband. Damage done. Right, we're going to do a shakedown tonight, although danger level is already particularly elevated. We'll have to see about that one. Let's door control system wiring this up. I'm tempted to force open these doors, you know. We don't need these locked. I just like the idea of them locked and going through the door control system. That was the original idea. We'll see how we get on. Okay, so let's put in some showers. Let's just build this from scratch. So most of it is padded and white tiles. Yes, I think so. So objects-wise, drains like this. And shower heads. Like that. I'll put the flooring in first as well. So padded. Have to do those in stages just a little bit because some of the walls we just haven't finished off. The majority has been. There we go. Make sure not to go on the outside because actually for that bit yes, we do that. Cancel that little section. Put that in. Put that in because, yep, we put those bits in as well. And naturally, oh, hang on, we've got what appears to be a tunnel again around there. It's there. Ah, again, false flag, I think. How are we doing for the walls? Was it cancelled at some point? I think it was cancelled at some point, you know? There we go. Another fight. Camilla Porter, extremely volatile. Also, now, extremely sedated. That's pretty much all the... I think that's pretty much all the building we can afford at this stage. This is going to be criminally insane, obviously, so it's going to be a decent amount of money again on that intake. But we'll wait for them to crack on. We could take out a loan, but do we need to? No, we've got time on our side now. So that's fine. Cash flow's good. I didn't do a full shakedown either, but I don't think it really matters. Let's have a quick look at our... Oh. Yeah, there's actually... In terms of narcotics, there's a fair... and luxuries, there's a fair amount of things in. But weapons... The trade prices are really high for most of it. Supply is not great. There's a much higher demand for weapons than there is supply. And that basically is trending across the board apart from tools, really. Okay. Alright. We are running severely low on cash. That is correct, but at the same time we're also gaining $2,000. And, you know, more people are turning up as well. Brindley and Sadler have just arrived. Oh! And I'm guessing it's going to be Kirk. Yes. So, the, I guess, almost inevitable happened here. It's kicked off. We have a snitch and ex-law enforcement. I knew they were ex-law enforcement, but I didn't know they were a snitch. And they did have... I know there was an unknown trait, but, you know, it could have been anything. Yeah, that's not ideal. Okay. That might have to... That might alter priorities now. We do have ex-law enforcement. And snitch as well. So we've got snitch and ex-law enforcement. Right. Okay. What is the best course of action? Well, we don't have anywhere I can put an ex-law enforcement or anyone. There's no protective custody in the facility. There never was planned. Not saying that we're not going to build one, but we just can't do it at this stage. The only quick solution I can think of is build a cell in here, have it as protective custody, and have all of the amenities in there. And then they'll never leave here. We could do permanent punishments. We'd have to unlock it. Oh, we have unlocked it, actually. We could do that. That is possible. That is possible. I'm going to pick up recycling initiative. Yes, it is possible, but I'm not too sure it's the way to go. We're going to leave it there anyway. That's been some Prison Architect. We didn't get this finished off, but that's no huge drama. We got, you know, another section done and lots of other things too. So it's okay. It's fine. We're just in need of some refinement in places. There's a notebook page. But we're going to leave it there for now. That has been, as I said, a bit of Prison Architect. Let me know what you think when it comes to the protective custody situation. We could just do permanent punishments for... is it them? Yeah, for Laura Minders. We could do that. That is possible. Ex-law enforcement snitch. We could just permanent punishments them. Or we could make a special place in here. Haven't yet decided. Haven't yet decided. If we were to shift this one forward, would we have enough space for cells back here? So if that was there, and then the wall was there, we would not. It would just be a glorified corridor. We could do something with this side, and instead of having this walkway around, which I still haven't tiled, by the way, I do mean to do it, we could build it up to this side. Have cells on here and have protective custody in here. Let me know what you think. If nothing else, when we expand to the north and or south eventually, which is coming closer every episode, we could have protective custody in there as well. We'll see how we get on. As always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care and generic partings.